All right, guys, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to our True Real Estate Exchange Wednesday training. We're super excited to have everyone on the line. Tonight, we have a special guest. I'm Crystal Mestres Bishop, and I'm your EXP business partner here and director of growth at the True Real Estate Exchange. All right, so if you do not have your business partner on the line, now is the time to share out the link. Okay, now is the time to bring them on and say, listen, we are your accountability partners. We have a huge speaker tonight. She's going to be teaching us on some mindset. Listen, if you always wanted some level of motivation and always thought maybe you needed an extra push, this is the speaker, all right, who's going to make you feel and take you to that next level and make you put action behind that feeling or idea, all right? This is somebody who is $1 million producer. She produces millionaires over 30, all right, and counting. And what we have tonight brought to you by Claudia Hibbert Smith, our team lead here, icon agent at EXP Realty, our mentor. And I'm going to hand over the call to her so she can really bring on our guests. But I need to make sure that the room is set, all right? We have 36 people on the line. I know we could bring more people on. We need big energy. So in the meantime, in the chat, drop some fire for tonight. If you are excited, drop again the city and state that you're in. If you are new, drop that. I need some engagement in the chat before we bring on our guest, before we bring on Claudia Hibbert Smith, right? So she can introduce what we have tonight. So drop some fire in the chat. There we go. Hi, Dashika. Hi, Julianne. Love it. Love it. Big energy. Claudia Hibbert Smith, are you on the line? Can I see you? Let me know if you can unmute, if you need a few more seconds. But we'll be starting soon. Okay. As we wait for C to come on, let me check the chat. So we have Dashika in North Carolina. We have newly licensed Adina, welcome in, and she's New Jersey, where I'm at, and in PA, super excited. Yes, love it. Let's see what else. We have Jennifer, she's in St. Louis, love it. We have Daphne in Chicago. We have Hakeem in Fort Lauderdale, love it. We have Natalie in Tennessee. Listen, come on. My curls, thank you, Marshall. Fluffed them up today. Yes. And guys, if you can, turn on your screens. We want to make this as interactive as possible. We have an amazing speaker on the line. If you needed motivation or want to put action behind an idea or anything like that, tonight is the night. So with no further ado, I want to hand over our call, right, to our team mentor, to icon agent, real estate expansion expert, Miss Claudia Hibbert Smith. Welcome.
Man, thank you for the welcome, Crystal. I'm just super excited. First of all, I want to y'all put some fires in the chat for Coach Stormy Wellington. We're not just talking about just the average person. We're talking about somebody that truly got it out of the mud, that's going to teach us some marketing to wake you up into production. And I'm going to say that again, to wake you up into production. I've known her from middle school. And when I say well-deserved, multiple seven figures, guys, this is not me just saying this. I remember years ago, maybe 9 or 10 years ago, when she first came to me to try to get into a rental, her credit scores were in the 500s. She had no tax returns for 3 or 4 years. Literally 4 months later, she calls me up. She's like, look, 7 months, y'all. I want y'all to understand what I'm saying. 7 months. She's like, Claudia, I want to buy a house. And I'm like, okay, but how? Like, how are you going to do that? Like, your credit is not fixed up. I knew it wasn't fixed up because I was supposed to help her and she wouldn't follow up. And because she was doing what she needed to do, she said, listen, I got $300,000. I want $1 million house. I said, well, what are you going to do about finances? She said, I don't know. You figure it out. And that's exactly what we did. 7 months from the time she got into a rental. I don't even know how she got into the rental. Guys, she was able to buy that $1 million house. We got a hard money loan. But here was the nice part about it. In 2 years from the time that she bought, she literally had the capacity to pay that house off. And so, guys, she is no stranger to real estate. She is a real estate agent with our team. I think I have Elena Cardone on here. Where's Elena? Is Elena on here?
Yes, ma'am, I am here.
Wow. Listen, listen, I just love this. Y'all drop some fires for the Elena Cardone. We're talking about, listen, over 15,000 apartments. Guys, let's talk about Stormy Wellington, who has a $5 million investment in one of their properties. In fact, her office is in the building that she partially has ownership in. Guys, this is what happens when you get connected. And I want to tell you a little story. See, if it wasn't for Stormy making that phone call, well, first of all, if it wasn't for Grant sending Stormy the video about coming to 10X, if it were not for me being in the vehicle with Stormy at the time, guys, she just looked at me and said, hey, do you want to go to 10X Growth Con? I was like, sure. Well, how much are the tickets? She said at 10,000. I said, well, tell Grant 8. She said, we don't do that. We paying the 10,000. I said, okay, write the check. I'll write the check back to you when we get home. And that's exactly what we did. We got access. I want you to hear what I'm saying. And we didn't just go. We went, we showed up every day. We were engaged, guys. We were sitting on the second row. And I'll be honest, there wasn't many people that looked like us at that event. So you got to have friends and coaches that will bring you along. And so now, naturally, we have these seats. I get to meet Elena Cardone. And from there, the rest is history. We are all guys in business together. And so I just want to say thank you, Elena, for coming on here. Stormy, big storm. Look at her down there. Big old storm. I don't know what she has going on at this very moment, but guys, y'all drop some fires. Elena, I don't know if you want to just say a few words before we bring Stormy on to just lighten up the people.
I just want to tell you what an honor and a privilege it's been to be able to walk by your side and to do this business in this industry with you. You've definitely been a mentor to me on the real estate side of things, and you've been a friend, and friends are hard to come by. You have had my back through thick and thin. You know what's inside my heart, and you have so much courage, and I look up to you and I admire you so much for how you are with your husband and your children, and what an incredible family you have, and your ethics and your ethical professionalism in this industry. So I wanted to come in here and thank you. And when I knew Miss Stormy Wellington was going to be in the house, I just wanted to come and shout her out and tell her what an amazing soul she is. And I love Stormy, and there is nobody better in the business who understands this business and how to get attention and marketing and branding and follow through and follow up and hitting the pavement and coming back and not quitting and having resilience. And she's another level of inspiration. And so I don't want to take up any more time. I just want to thank you both for being in my life and for being a good example and helping others along the way. So I don't want to take up Stormy's time. I'm here to listen and take notes and get my pen ready, because I know y'all are going to be throwing down some thunder in that storm tonight. Let's go. I'm ready.
Well, thank you for that, Elena. No further ado, guys, I just want to bring up Big Storm. Not only is she my friend, sometimes she's my coach. Sometimes she says, hey, sis, you coming walking with me today? Hey, sis. And so, guys, I appreciate that for her. Not everybody's willing to tell the truth. Not everybody's willing to challenge you. And so I just want to say thank you, Stormy, for that, and take it away.
All right, everybody. All right, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's grow tonight. Let's grow tonight. Let's just drop in the comment section right now. Say it's go time, grow time. Come on, y'all. Go ahead and drop that comment. It's go time, grow time. I want you to drop that in the comment section. And I promise you, no pun intended. Of course, I am here representing the 10X family. I am a proud member of the family. I love Atlanta Cardone. I love Grant Cardone. I love Sabrina, and I love the kids. I love everybody. I love the cats. I just love everything that the Cardone family stands for. But I want to tell you, when I say it's go time, grow time, it is no pun intended. I mean, literally, guys, just I tell you, I am so grateful to be here tonight. I'm so grateful to be in this space. I am actually sitting on my throne. All right. This throne here has thousands and thousands of years of history. And I had enough time that I could have changed. I could have taken off my swimsuit and all that, because yes, I was in my pool in my backyard. But I said, no, I don't want to change my clothes. I want to come on here exactly in the energy that I was already in. I want to come in here authentic. I want to come in here and I just want to share a message with you all that I had to share with myself. I want to say thank you so much, Claudia Ann Hibbert, for being Smith Salon. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being a business partner in some situations. Thank you for being a coach, a mentor, an accountability partner. Thank you for being a great example of what it looks like to form a union in Black excellence, to raise a family and to run a business and to keep your head together, and to deal with betrayal, and to deal with your own insecurities, as we all deal with, and to deal with people that you thought shoulda, woulda, coulda did what they was gonna do and they didn't. And listen, she ain't tell me nothing. I just know some of the things we go through in business. And I know that when you call Coach Stormy, when you call Stormy Wellington, you really are ready for a shift. And you know that in this profession that we're in, you cannot do it by yourself. And that's one of the things I love about our industry, guys. You are in business for yourself, but you are not by yourself. And so I know she called me tonight because she knows that I have a way of coming with truth, and I have a way of coming to you in a way that it wakes you up. And I come to you tonight with my own journey. I tell you, I've had a lot of success in this industry of network marketing. I've done some amazing things. And I tell you, as you're on your journey, sometimes it could feel like what you're doing is mundane. It could get boring. You know, it could feel like you just don't feel like doing it. It could get frustrating. You could get weary in doing well. You could get complacent. You could get arrogant. You could get egotistical. You could get cocky. There's a lot of things that you could go through, a lot of phases that you could go through. But I think one of the things that's most important that we have to do is we have to come up with a vision of what we want our life to look like. We got to come up with a vision of what that end result will look like. And we got to know that there is a process that we got to go in between getting to that end result. And so one of the things I wanted to share with you all is I know that that's how I stay on task. I go through things like everybody else. And let me just give you a little history. I have 139 students, mentees that I've coached to millionaire, multi-millionaire status. Hear me, guys, in the last 16 years. As someone who dropped out of school in the 10th grade, I am a teenage mom like Claudia, and her son and I share the same birthday. We kind of went to school together a little bit. But I did have my first child at 15, my second child at 19, my third child from my husband, which is now my ex-husband because I am divorced, 3 kids, 3 different men, and the #1 female in the network marketing industry. How do I get here on this call about real estate? I'll tell you one of the reasons why. I believe, this is what I believe. I believe that, of course, everybody talks about multiple streams of income. Everybody talks about Solomon in the Bible and how millionaires have multiple streams. But here's what I believe. I believe that you got to have a vision, but you got to have a vehicle, and you got to know that whatever you're doing, you are going to dominate in that vehicle first. Before you add all kind of additional things, you got to know this: where focus goes, energy flows. Where focus goes, energy flows. And I'm a person that used to be a Jackie of all trades, and I will admit that I was a master of none. I used to be the one that used to say, I'm going to do a million things until I make $1 million. I used to be the one that says you got to be a chameleon to make $1 million. And I don't know who needs to hear this tonight, but y'all need to drop some fire if you're feeling where I'm going with this conversation. If you're in a real estate space right now, this is what I feel. It's realtors is everywhere. Realtors is everywhere. Realtors is like L. They everywhere. I'm just going to tell you the truth. But what makes you stand out? I'm going to tell you one of the things I learned, that, you know, in order for you to really dominate and capture the largest market share, you got to know that it's not just about being a real estate expert and knowing all the things about real estate. And that goes for any profession, but we're talking to realtors tonight, right? It's about deciding that you're going to dominate in the real estate space and you're going to do everything in your power to get out of the people power, to be recognized, to be respected, so people will know who you are. Whether that means you're known for being beautiful, you're known for being flamboyant, you're known for being basic, you're known for being loud, you know for being controversial, you know for being sexy, you know for being, that person that gives Louis Vuitton bags, you know for being the person that gives Chanel bags. Like, I'm just keeping it real, right? What is going to be your signature piece? What is going to be the thing that you're known for? I'm just telling you the truth. Everybody sells houses, right? And so that's how I felt about my network marketing career as well. Everybody does network marketing. So how does Stormy separate herself from everybody else? How did I get here in the real estate game? How did I really get to the place that I understood that it's about people? Listen to me. I want y'all to write this down. I want y'all to comment this in the comment section right here. When you understand how money follows attention, I got that from Uncle G. When you understand how money follows attention, when you understand that realtors are everywhere, and when you understand that each and every one of you have an opportunity right now to dominate the market, you should write this in your section, in the comment section right now. Write this right now. Playing small is played out. Playing small is played out. I heard the statistics that the average realtor sells 2 houses a year. I was like, what? That's scary. How can we have apparently a large influx of people? The world is overpopulated, so they speak, so they say. I talk about all the theory that they say, but how are we overpopulated with people? People need somewhere to stay, but realtors are only selling 2 houses every year. That's crazy to me. How are you only selling 2 houses? Like, what's going on? And I thought about it. It's not about who's the smartest, it's about who is the most consistent. It's about who's willing to work the hardest. It's about who's willing to market. It's about who's willing to network. It's about who's willing to have that special it factor. It's about recognizing that playing small is played out. So I looked around and I said, okay, how do I get more people to know me? See, one of y'all may not know this, but yes, I will tell you that I was the largest investor in Cardone Capital for a very long time. I think I'm gonna post that video tonight. I know for a fact that my contribution, my little $5 million contribution, made a lot of people had to step their game up and pull their britches up because they couldn't believe that this little Black girl with a 10th grade education dropped $5 million on one deal with Grant to Cardone and Cardone Capital. So I know that I gave Mr. Cardone and the Cardone Ventures a whole new conversation, and that was all intentional. You understand? Everything that I did was intentional, okay? I knew that I needed to get in new rooms, okay? I knew that rich people network while broke people look for work. I knew when I met Mr. Grant Cardone, I wanted to get out of the people pile of all the people that had met him because I knew that I had products to sell and I was looking to infiltrate the market and get a larger market share. And so I looked at Mr. Grant Cardone as an opportunity, Mrs. Elena Cardone, as an opportunity for me to add value to a market that don't know me. And the only way that market would know me is if I gained a connection, a respect, a relationship, communication, a relationship connect, a relationship respects, a communication, a bond with the Cardones, then I will eventually be in that place that they'll say, hey, you need to meet our friend. And so everything was intentional. And so when I think about what you guys get to do in an amazing profession called real estate, y'all got one of the greatest professions in the world. Like, people always need somewhere to stay, whether they need somewhere to stay today, or they need somewhere to stay tomorrow, or they know somebody that needs somewhere to stay. It's about how do you make it that they always think about you? How do you make it so that when it's time to buy a house, your marketing is so loud, you sold whatever you the best at, whatever it is you're gonna be the best at, but you make it so that every time somebody thinks about a realtor, they think about you. I want you to drop something in the comment section. What is it that make you different from anybody else? See, one of my good friends just called me today from Atlanta and said, hey, I just want you to know that I became a realtor, and when you're ready to buy a house, I want you to holler at me. And I ain't say it because I ain't hurt his feelings, but I want to say, okay, we cool and all, but give me something else. Give me some more. And anybody who knows me know, of course, I had to give him a little training before I left the call. I said, by the way, let me know if you run across anything. I said, one of the ways you build rapport with people like me is you find me a sweet deal and you call me and say, hey, buddy, I found you a sweet deal. Don't wait for me to call you. Hello. Go find me some deals and say, hey, Coach Storm, I found something that there's some equity in. I found some apartment complexes. I found some buildings. I said, that's what you do. So what am I saying to each and every one of you tonight? The same thing that you're supposed to be doing. How is your relationship building process working out for you? How are you collaborating and connecting with the audience so that you could be, the person that they go to? I don't care if this is not a real estate convention. Y'all, I'm in network marketing. I sell nutritional supplements and weight loss products. Why did I care to invest $5 million with Cardone? Why? Because that's still the audience of people. Hello. Are you guys getting outside? Are you finding a way to connect with new people? Are you finding new ways to add value? Are you finding ways to get into new circles? Are you finding ways to add more value? What are you doing that's going to make them people say, oh, I got a good real estate friend. Oh, let me call and see if so-and-so at EXP, got something that they can show you. Right. So I'm just telling you guys, this is all a part of what we do. We are really in the business of building relationships. Okay. People like to do business with who? People who they know, right? People who they like, right? And people who they trust, right? People that don't go out of sight. That's another trick I want to teach y'all about real quick. Out of sight, out of mind. When we talk about playing small, it's playing out. Are you paying attention to how visible you are? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I feel like the world is opening back up for real, and it's time for you to get outside and meet new people. I was telling one of my business partners today, right? I hate to look at a picture with people and they just buy stuff all the time. That's played out. We want you to network. We want to see you outside connecting. Do you know that you would get more referrals because people see you engaged and you're a nice person more than you would get because you know all the real estate deals? People will remember you because you have did something to stay on that person's mind. So playing small is played out. I want to give you all 6 things that has changed my entire perspective. I woke up one day and I got to tell you, I was not inspired anymore. I think it's a different drive when you are working to pay the light bill. I think it's a different drive when you're working to pay the water bill. I think it's a different drive when you're working because your mom is in hospice and she may die. I think it's a different drive when your husband need a kidney and you don't quite know what's going to happen. I think it's a different drive when the doctor's office told you that they don't accept your insurance. And so I'm sorry, we can't help you. I think that a lot of people have gotten robbed by the thief of comfort. I think people have found a way to get comfortable in their discomfort because they don't want to be held to a higher level of accountability. And I hate to tell you, spoiler alert, right? That's why I don't allow myself to get comfortable, right? I keep putting myself in environments to stretch my way of thinking. And so just to give you a little bit of correction on my sister's edification of me today, I actually paid my house off in 18 months, ma'am, not 2 years. Thank you, smarty pants. And you asked me to negotiate a deal with Grant. When Grant said $10,000, you said, why don't we ask him for a discount? That's what you said. And I said, no, we don't do that. We don't ask for discounts. And so we paid our way into that room. And that was the time where we saw Elena Cardone and we felt a family environment that made us say, hey, we want to be a part of this. And I'm sharing that with you all tonight because what are you doing to make people say, I want to be a part of what you're doing? What are you doing to make people think about you? What are you doing to make people say, I like her? Or what are you doing to be the first person that they think about when it's time to do anything pertaining to real estate? Are you being invited places? Thank you, Ms. Hibbert Smith. Are you being invited to the social events? Are you being invited to the dinners? Are you being invited to collaborate with different opportunities to get on stages? Like what are you doing to continue to build people? Because I tell you this before I go into these 6 things, and this changed my whole everything. I woke up and as I was saying, I just was comfortable. And I'm gonna be honest with you all, I went and I got this scan called the Oya scan. And I actually do it at my event called The Awakening. I have Claudia tell y'all about how to get to the awakening. But honestly, I had started to feel just bored, right? But it's like, how do you tell somebody you're bored when you have a yacht and you have all these amazing friends and you have this beautiful car and you always traveling, and how do you tell somebody you don't feel challenged anymore, right? And so I went and I got the scan, and the scan reads all of your organs. Like, it's 40 years of science behind the scan. And the reason why I knew the scan was accurate was because it told me that I had a lower back pain. And I don't complain, I don't whine, because I never would play victim. But the first thing that the OYA scan recognized was my lower back pain. And the second thing that the scan also recognized was that I had this surgery. So I knew that the scan was accurate. One of the top things that the scan said is that my comfort, I am too comfortable, and it's affecting certain parts of my organs. And I realized in that moment that I understand how I had gotten comfortable. And that's why I was no longer inspired to go to work. I was not inspired to meet new people. I was bored, because it does get to a point that what you do becomes like second nature. Like, you do it so well that you could do it with your eyes closed. And once you got the house, and once you got the car, and once you got the bag, and once you got the shoes, and once you got all these things, it's like, oh my God, what do I want? Oh my God, God forbid you got the husband too. Oh, God forbid you got the kids. It's like, I'm comfortable. It's like, I'm set. It's like, why am I working so hard again? Why am I stressing out like this again? I mean, I'm doing better than all my friends. Like, what am I tripping about? And I just got to be honest with you all. That is when I realized that I have way more work to do, way more work to do, way more work to do, because it was never about me. And that's why I tell you to come up with a vision, to know what your vision is. Because if it's always going to be about you, it could go away. This is when you see people with inconsistencies in their joy, inconsistencies in their happiness, inconsistencies in their peace, because they are the people that just only think about themselves, and they forget that when you're blessed, you're supposed to multiply that blessing, and you're supposed to help other people. And so networking is a part of what you do. Like, it should never be one of the moments where you don't know if you feel like going, especially if you got access to go. Like, I don't know if Claudia Hibbert Smith have told you guys, she's getting honored Friday. Did you tell these people, girl? That's a shame. Tell the people about you getting honored this Friday. Tell them what you get honored for. They want to know. Tell them.
So first of all, I'm being honored by councilwoman that sits on the city, well, I say county of Broward. Okay. I'm being honored for Woman of the Year, Woman of Success, and I'm excited about that. But it's not even about the award. It's really about my contribution to community, my contribution to people, helping, making sure it's not just only about me, which is really what Stormy is now really talking about. If I'm just working for me, I'm not sure that that's success. But when I'm able to help somebody like Rosemary duplicate and surpass, guys, I didn't do 8 million my first year in real estate. I did it. I did about 2 million my first year. And so, no, I didn't. I did about 1.2, but to see Ro come out the gates and do 8 million in 1 year, and it's not just her, to see Jeffrey build a team, like, that makes me proud. That makes me happy. It makes me fulfilled. And I just know, Stormy, I mean, I'm taking notes, guys. Don't think I'm just here hosting, but I know that there's more for me to do. And so I just want to say thank you, and thank you for bringing that to the forefront.
And I'm bringing it to the forefront because I got to tell you something. And I want all of y'all to hear me. And when you hear what I'm saying, I want you to comment big deal. If you don't make yourself a big deal, nobody else will. So if she didn't let y'all know about that honor, what's the purpose of the honor if you don't let nobody know that you have did something to deserve the right to be honored? Allow us to honor you and to tap into that principle of reciprocity, because we're celebrating your success, which means success has to come to us. Give us a chance to honor you and celebrate you and send flowers. Y'all, I'm getting honored tomorrow as well. And I wouldn't even have known if I didn't call Claudia and ask her something. And I don't even know if I asked if she coming, or I don't even know. But I'm getting honored to Friday as well. I'm getting the keys to the region alongside of Kamani Marley, Bob Marley's son. And this is a organization that is based upon Jamaican roots and culture as well. So I am a Jamaican woman. That's why I'm wearing my Jamaican hair. I am definitely Ayadi, and it's an honor to be recognized in the community for my service, for my commitment to community culture development and mindset and financial empowerment, all that good stuff. Okay, but playing small is played out, and that's what I mean by saying playing small is played out. You know, owning your vision, knowing what you want, knowing that you have something different, special, and unique, identifying what is that thing that's unique, special, and amazing about you. Why should somebody else want to connect and align with you? Like, what are you doing to separate yourself from everybody else? And so I woke up and I did that OEI scan, and I had my event called The Awakening. And I wake up after every awakening, and I realized that what do you do when you accomplish everything that you had set out to accomplish? What do you do when you are doing the best amongst your peers? And y'all may not like what I'm going to say, but what you do is you elevate your social circle. You do new things. You set new goals. You know, you set higher, bigger goals so that you don't get comfortable around the people that they decided to get comfortable. Do not conform to the people around you. You get around new rooms and different people that are doing different things so that you can be reminded of who you are. Because if you start hanging around people that gave up on their dreams and goals or feel happy because they got a house, one little house, one little car, you know, they sell 5 houses, they sell 3 more than everybody else, and they happy that they make 6 figures. Like, you're going to be around them and you're going to think you're doing something big. So I just realized that that was the trick. And so, to be honest with you guys, I am the girl that stays invested in myself. I got to call Miss Cardone about 10X Ladies. Like, I don't look at that like if I go to 10X Ladies, I'm doing her a favor. No, I go to 10X Ladies, I'm doing me a favor. I'm going to meet 3 people that I'm going to collaborate with, make some millions with, get in their network, become their friend, find a way to, you know, build some rapport with 3 new people. I'm going to learn 3 new things, and I'm going to get, you know, to where I'm going, right? So I'm always, you know, changing my perspectives. Let me give y'all the 6 things that I want y'all to do. Number one, write this down. Number one, write this down. Number one, write this down. Oh, let me give y'all the end real quick. I went from overspending and losing $266,000 January, February, March of this year, meaning I spent $266,000 more than I made, to already in profit mode by month 2 by $266,000 more than I made already. So I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of what happens when you play small. You start spending more money than you have, and even though you got it in the savings account, you spending it. So just so you can reverse engineer why you should listen to what I'm about to tell you, because these are the 6 things that I did. Okay, so sometimes, you know, sometimes we don't realize that we got the money, but if you keep taking from this account, that account, this account, that account, that's the recipe for a disaster. And so we got to be careful. So if I didn't have $266,000 somewhere else, I would have been in trouble. You understand? So it is very, very, very important that you listen to what I'm about to tell you. So number one is on your perspective. I want you to start challenging your perspective. I had to do that. You know, I had to say, what if my thoughts are wrong? You know, I had to start to question every thought. Like, what if I'm thinking that the real estate market is crashing when all of my peers just got lazy? Well, what if I'm thinking that the real estate market is crashing when everybody just still tripping over COVID and nobody just don't want to work? Which means if they think the market down, everybody think the market down, it's going to go up for me because I'm about to be outside. I'm going to be networking. I'm about to be in the newspaper, the magazine. I'm about to invest $100 a day, $20 a day in ads. I'm about to find out what the social media marketing people are doing. I'm about to find out what's happening, because if everybody thinks that the market is down, I believe it's up. It's going to be up for me because whatever I believe is right. So that's what I had to do. I had to challenge my perspective. Like, okay, maybe I'm tripping. And I did that. I didn't look at my peers because all my peers was happy. And I realized that that was the problem. And I also got in new rooms. The second thing, leadership. I got in new rooms. I started realizing that I was the smartest one in every room I was in. And it was good for my ego, but it was bad for my bank account. And that's not what I don't want to be around a bunch of people I'm smarter than, because I be really wanting to be quiet. But people get around me, they want me to talk. And I get paid $30,000 an hour now, by the way. So when I talk, like right now, this talk, I could give y'all girl an invoice. And I don't take payment arrangements. So this is my girl, so she lucky this one on the house. So I expect y'all to take what I'm giving y'all tonight and use it and she give me a nice $20,000, $30,000 tip, or take me out to eat, or take me on a trip, and say that night did something to my team. And I heard what you said, and I couldn't give you 30,000 for the hour, but since you did work from home in your Dolce & Gabbana bathing suit on your throne, I'll give you 15,000 since you did it from home in your home office. And I'll say, no problem, friend. Just give me 10 and buy me a purse with the other 5. I got you. So leadership, guys, you got to have leadership. Like real talk, like I don't follow nobody, because ain't nobody that I want to be like. Well, I got bits and pieces of people I want to be like. I want to be a little bit of a whole lot of people. So I just put them all in a pot. Like I want to be a little bit of Oprah, a little bit of TD Jakes, a little bit of Elena, a little bit of Grant, a little bit of Elon Musk, a little bit of Mark Zuckerberg, a little bit of Claudiane, a little bit of, like, I'm made up of a whole lot of people that I want to be a little bit of, right? And so leadership is very important, because I know that people are always watching everything that I'm doing. And same thing for you guys. What are you doing that's giving people something to watch? And is your example showing complacency, or is your example showing that that you're a leader and everybody needs somebody to follow? I'm gonna tell you something. We got a world made up of a bunch of followers. For real. Like, I'm talking about for real. And I used to look at that as a negative, but I look at that as a positive, especially me knowing that they following me. I'm gonna give them something to follow. Every day I'm gonna give you something real good to follow. I promise you. I'm so grateful y'all following me, the people that follow me, because I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be a good person to follow. The third thing is alignment. Align accurately. Let me tell y'all something. Be careful what happens to you. Pay attention to what happened to your money, what happened to your energy, what happened to your face, what happens to your bank account when you get around certain people, right? And y'all may be saying this ain't got nothing to do with what I say. You a lie. Because I don't want nobody telling me no how they got negative energy, or that don't sound positive and got no confidence, and that don't know how to talk to me. I don't want to sit by no house for nobody that ain't got no good energy. Believe you me. I canceled 2 conference calls this week because the people got on the phone was like, hello. I canceled 2 conference calls. I said, listen, you don't know me. You not about to talk to me with this kind of energy. So I respect whatever you got going on right now. But when you have good, positive energy, I'm going to call you back. Okay? So, Vanessa, please reschedule these Zooms, because I don't deserve this. Oh, I got the phone real quick. What am I saying? Alignment. Y'all, I don't play that. If you got disparity and you a victim and you wounded and all that, I'm cool. Go get yourself badged and taped up and come back and holler at me when you're ready to go back to war. When you're ready to go back to fight, come back and holler at me then. But right now, I'm not complacent no more. I got to hurry up while everybody sleep. Let me dominate real quick while they still talking about COVID and the economy and who about to win president and worrying about who Trump talking to or who he ain't talking to or who gave him money. Baby, let me hurry up quick. Let me take over fast for somebody else to wake up. Let me do it. It's easy. It's too easy right now. Because ain't nobody doing nothing. They just whining and complaining. So you got to align accurately with your dreams, with your goals, with the right people. Some of the rooms you have to pay your way to get into. Please stop wanting to get in every free room. I'm going to tell y'all right now, them free rooms, to be a bunch of mess up in the free rooms. Stop getting in them free rooms. I love the rooms I pay to get in, because I get to meet the good people, and I know we all pay to be there. The other rooms, I don't know who snuck in, who in the room because they the biggest scammer out. I know the rooms that I've been getting in, everybody paid to get in them rooms, baby. So at least one thing I know they got is some money. So you pay your way, you earn your way, or you serve your way. Don't be afraid to get in new rooms. How you gonna meet new people? Y'all, if I tell y'all how many people I met in the last month, oh my God, I met everybody that can do everything that I need. Because before I go in any environment, I go in that environment intentional. I know what I want. I used to go in there just looping, like loop, 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 loop. No, now when I go in, I know I'm looking for a videographer. I'm looking for a digital marketer. I'm looking for somebody to do email campaigns. I'm looking for somebody that got a stage I can get on. I'm looking for somebody that got a bunch of white people. They need somebody to talk to them like the black people. I'm looking for people with a bunch of black people. They need me to talk to the black people like a black person. Baby, I'm getting in all the rooms. And when I get in the rooms, I smell good. They ain't gonna forget what I smell like. I'm gonna look so fly, and I'm gonna walk with this air. They're gonna be like, who is that? Because I'm aligned with myself. So just write that down. Now I'm giving y'all all this stuff because I'm telling you, I want to get off of here and I want y'all to never forget me. All right. My name is Coach Stormy with a Y on Instagram. You're gonna miss me. I promise you. You're gonna want to be looking for me. So let me tell you how to find me. Coach Stormy with a Y on Instagram. All right. I'm right there. You won't miss me. So let me give y'all the fourth one. You have to find your uniqueness. You have to get out of the people pile. You have to find a way to stand out. You have to have great customer service. It's not about the people you get, but the people you keep. Follow up with people. People really do like for you to follow up with them. I love when a person follows up with me. I'm not gonna lie. You know, no lie. I love when they follow up with me. I love when they remember something I said. I love when they text me after a meeting. I love when they send me a picture of us. Oh my God. I love when I'm in a room and somebody take a picture with me candidly, or take a picture of me talking and they send it to me. Like, what's gonna make you unique? Like, what's gonna make you stand out? Do you even know how to spark a good conversation? Let me tell y'all something. I hope Elena Cardone gone off, but let me tell y'all something. You know, listen to what happened, right? When I met Grant Cardone, I had on my Richard Mille watch, and this man gonna ask me, I'm talking about just, oh my God. He asked me how much money I got in the bank. That was the first question he asked me. Like, how is that your business? But you know what I respect? He basically like, if you broke, I'm not talking to you, baby. So how much money you got in the bank, little girl? All right. I think I said like 7 million. And he said something about, and you got on that watch. And I said, look at your watch. And I said, I can have on this watch and have some money in the bank. He said, why you ain't got no real estate? I said, I want the watch, money in the bank, and the real estate. He said, well, something about investing. I said, I bet you I come to your office tomorrow and invest $5 million. He was like, yeah, right. I said, all right. Tomorrow, I bet you I invest $5 million. So I had to do it. I just had to. And so when I invested that $5 million, guess what? That made me unique. That made me different. That made me stand out to this very day. It's been 6 years or something like that. That was the best investment I ever made. And I got some good friends. They talk about me all the time. I promise you, they can't help it. Who else they gonna talk about? That was a black girl that gave them $5 million. Nobody, because nobody can't afford to do it, or they too scared to do it. So I did it, no problem, no problem. So what's gonna make you unique? Hello, you can't be boring, okay? You got to be unique. Like I see Daphne with her blonde hair. All right, girl, if you're gonna rock it, you better rock it now. You better Marilyn Monroe it up, okay? If that's what you've been to be. That makes you different and unique. Now you got to come with the sauce. You know, I ain't never seen Daphne with no blonde hair like that. But Daphne says, you're going to see me today, baby. Even though she multitasking, talking to whoever in the back, maybe her husband. I understand she is on the live tonight with her blonde Marilyn Monroe. And it's a bar. Quit playing with her. So now she just got to come with the energy, the sauce, the conversation, the vibe. And she got to keep being in the environments with people that have bigger networks than she does. People that could talk about her in rooms that she ain't even in yet, right? This is a marketing strategy, right? So let me go to what number one? P5, number five. Number five. Let me get number 5. Hold on. Number 5. Let me make sure I don't mix up with my number 5. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I got the right one for number 5. Hold up. Because I had a special one for y'all tonight. Hold on. I changed it up. So number 5. Oh, here we go. Number 5 is edification. Edification. What does that mean? You elevate by edification. Edification, man, let me tell y'all something. Do y'all realize the power that y'all have to edify and be able to leverage Grant Cardone? You get to leverage Elena Cardone. You get to leverage all the success of the 10X family. You get to leverage, listen to me, when I see Claudia getting honored Friday, that's a tool that you get to leverage. And I want to make sure y'all remember, I know y'all get to sell houses, but y'all also get to recruit people. So people want to be a part of the cool community. They don't want to be a part of the boring community. They want to be a part of the cool community that's doing cool things. I mean, how many of you all are leveraging all the cool stuff that you get to do and promote and use as a tool when you leverage GrowthCon and Grant Cardone and 10X Ladies? Like, are you leveraging all of those opportunities to bring people into the fold? You'll be surprised people will buy a house from you just because they know that you connected to the Cardones. I mean, I'm just telling you the truth. This is all a strategy. So I know that Claudia was talking about enlarging your territory and all of that, but everything that happens great inside of y'all organization, can I tell y'all something? I don't know what's making me tell you this as well, but one person's win becomes your win, because that's a story you get to tell. And the greatest way for you to let that person's win be a part of your win is when you find out their story. The minute you hear that somebody won, you should want to find out, who are you? Can you tell me about who you are or what you had to overcome to hit that milestone? What did you have to overcome to become the person you are today, right? When a person meets me and I tell them I dropped out of school in the 10th grade and I tell them my story, they shouldn't punish me for my success, but they should celebrate me and be proud of my success because of what I had to overcome. And so because I am an EXP, by the way, I don't know if y'all know that, Claudianne runs my business. I am a realtor, a real live realtor, right? I don't promote it, I don't push it, but y'all get to tell people, Stormy Wellington that's in network marketing, she's a part of EXP too. Hello, that's strong. That's strong. You know, so just think about all of the tools and the edification that allows you to elevate through telling other stories. And I tell you the truth, a lot of us got to get to the place that we kill our ego and we manage our emotions. And that's the part of our own personal edification, because that can get in our way, which is ourselves. And so just be careful with, the enemy within that gets in the way of your true vision and your destiny. All right. Just remember that, just remember that. And then number six.
Well, Stormy, you got to back it up real quick. A lot of people in the comments saying, kill your ego. Repeat that piece for us.
This is so good. Oh my God. I know like a red cup, but this is apple juice and candy cleanse. Look, I put 2 of these in here. Oh my God. So you got to kill your ego and manage your emotions. You have to kill your ego and manage your emotions. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you could get off this call with me tonight and think about all the things you did that was driven by your ego and your emotions and how it really wasn't intelligent for you to do that, just think about how much further along you would have been if you just killed your ego and managed your emotions. Like, I worked really hard to kill my ego and manage my emotions because I realized that a lot of things that people do, they don't really mean no harm. And I can't take everything personal. And this is the last thing. Listen, y'all, this is number 6. You have to discipline your distractions. And remember, it's only considered a distraction long after it has distracted you. So you have to discipline your distractions. And here's one hack on how you can discipline your distraction, guys. Let me tell you. When you say no to anything that takes you off of your goal, I'm talking about anything. What is your goal, right? And you think about what is the thing that could take you off of your goal. Can sleeping late take you off your goal? Can gossiping take you off your goal? Can negative energy take you off your goal? Can watching too much TV take you off your goal? Can you be on the phone with somebody for a little bit too long and that takes you off your goal? You have to figure out what is the vision that you have. And then you got to discipline every distraction that can get in the way. And let me give you a little trick. Celebrate small successes along the way. Every little thing that you do that's the opposite of what you would have done, be proud that you did it and celebrate. So if you would have answered the phone for somebody that you know is always negative and she always got a problem for every solution and you don't answer, but you text and say, hey, I'm busy, I'm gonna call you right back, and then you just be too busy. Like, celebrate that the old you would have sat on the phone with her and allow her to bring that negative energy to you. Okay, so celebrate every little small success. And can I tell you something? You'll look up and you'll be like, I got on that call with Coach Stormy, and she said some stuff that was so true, and I really paid attention, and I realized that playing small was played out, and I did discipline my distraction, and I did change my perspective, and all of a sudden, I'm selling more houses. I'm being invited to more events. I'm being invited to more events. I'm meeting new friends. My phone is ringing out of nowhere. People are wanting to collaborate with me. They're inviting me, on their stages, and things just starts to bloom because you made a decision that playing small is played out. And so, guys, listen, I want to say thank you for your time tonight, really and truly. And I only say thank you, because I know that a lot of you all wanted to tap out when you saw me in my bathing suit because you couldn't figure out where I was coming. So I want to say thank you for being smart and not judging my freedom wear. It's a blessing that I work from anywhere in the world. And I really do get to work in my bathing suit because I don't have to, do the things that a lot of people have to do. And so I'm glad that you did not check out, because I know that I shared a lot of valuable things that you're going to think about tonight, and you should. And I encourage you all to make a conscious interruption and do whatever you got to do to get back, focused again, and to get back excited again. If you're not excited about your business, you're not excited about your life right now, that means it's time for you to change your environment. And look, follow me on Instagram. I got a lot of environment that you could get in. Yes, number 5 was edification, ma'am. Number 6 was discipline your distractions. So I got a lot of rooms you could get in. I'm not going to do no selling on here because that's not what I do. But follow me on Instagram if you want more. I have a lot of things that you could attend that can help you to get out of your head and into your life. So listen, congratulations. Yes, ma'am.
Before you go, we got about 8 minutes. First and foremost, guys, when I say the awakening, and this is not, we didn't set up to do this, but I feel like if you want to take your business to the next level, first of all, I was in a DR, and my neighbor, I was in her condo that's right on the beach, and she was just like, she knew that because, and can I be transparent with y'all? We both were overweight, and she said, Claudine, I know why we're stagnant. This is exactly what she said. She said, when we look good, we feel good, real candidly, she said we just make more money because we feel better, we do better, our confidence goes through the level. So I said, you know what? She's right. She just helped tap me on the shoulder, guys. I lost 13 pounds in 2 weeks. And I'm going to tell you something. I did not go to sleep a couple nights until 4 a.m. in the morning. And I said, I'm not going to do this for my husband. I'm not doing it for anybody else, but I want to do it for me. I got up anyway and did the workout. I did not want to do the workout. I did not want to drink the candy cleanse. I did not want to boil. I did not want to do it. I'm telling you, I'm real busy right now, but I did it anyway. I did it because what she said just made sense. She said, Claudia, we're stagnant and we don't even feel like doing real estate because we don't look good. We don't feel good. And I'm going to tell you my life just in 2 weeks. It started to take, I got an invitation to get a Medal of Honor. Like, that's a big deal, like Stormy said. But I want to say this. I know this room for sure. The awakening intense. In fact, this is a very small, this is not the 500 to 800 room of people. This is very small and intimate. She didn't ask me to do this, but I definitely, y'all take that link and repost it. There's actually an application and somebody will call you back because they want to make sure the room is very exclusive with other people who are like-minded. All 90 of y'all right now, click that link. Definitely get on the waiting list. I know that there is a list already. It's not even until mid-July, but I definitely want to show y'all and teach you how getting in the right room will elevate your business. And I'm going to say this. I met Kim being in the right room. I don't know if Kim from LA is here. A very big deal. I met Ro being in the right room at 10X Badass in Orlando. Even got a chance to ride on Elena's helicopter alongside with Stormy. Big deal. Guys, be in the right room so that you can elevate your business. Be in the right room so you can elevate your business. Stormy, we got 4 minutes left. You still there? Kim is in the room. Stormy.
Yes, ma'am. How can I help you, ma'am? The awakening is happening July 12th, 13th, and 14th, right here in Miami, Florida. It is happening in my office in the building, over 5,000 square feet. Lunch is provided. We're having Pillow Talk Friday night. It is going to be an incredible forum for you to really experience yourself. You're going to be able to network with high-level individuals, and it is a weekend experience, 3 days that will transform you from the inside out. Right now, the tickets are only $5,000. And you could go to theawakeningintensive.com. We only have about 15 more seats left. We have Diamond Day. Diamond Day is when you get to spend that extra day with me and you get your intimate time. But go to theawakeningintensive.com and listen, you know what you need. You know what you felt today. You know what's missing. You know that you haven't spent time with yourself after the divorce or whatever you experienced that has changed your life. And I've been doing this for over a decade. and people go home and they're not the same. And like Claudia said, you meet very great people at the awakening. So people that you'll be friends with for years. So yeah, y'all should come. It's gonna be great.
I was gonna open it up for Q&A. Do you have 3 minutes for Q&A?
Yeah, I got 3 minutes, girl.
All right. Thank you, girl. All right, guys, this is a big opportunity. If you have a question for Stormy, y'all, this is not a joke. She gets paid $25,000 to $30,000 to speak. And I was able to get her here with you guys with the help of Jeffrey Corriolan. He said, we need Big Storm in the house. I said, I agree. And so thank you for that, Jeff. Always fast forward thinking. Be in rooms. Well, first of all, let me stop talking because we only got 3 minutes. Who got a question? We probably got time for 3 questions. Does anybody have a question for Coach Stormy? All right, we don't got no questions.
Well,
Claudia,
Claudia,
I don't have a question, but
but drop that link for that candy cleanse. I just had someone who's on my team for iPhone ask for the link for the candy cleanse. Drop that.
I will do that for you.
I have a question for Miss Stormy, and thank you all. I'm a new real estate agent. I've been doing this for since September of last year. I've just gotten with a good brokerage. I have only closed 1 lease since December, and I'm going to take, first of all, let me compliment you. I'm going to take all of your advice, everything that I needed, 1 through 6. Actually, I wrote down number 7 too, which was change my environment. I appreciate it. Anything else that you could give somebody like me who's struggling? And I hit the street, I door knock, I call, just nothing has planted firmly for me.
Why you don't have your camera on?
I'll show you. Let me turn it on.
So this is okay. First of all, you have okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I don't know what type of energy you have. I don't know what your belief is like. I would tell you this and just take it for what it's worth. I've seen people do all the actions, the proper actions, but don't get the results. And as you have a conversation with them and you get deep, you will find that they are doing the work with no belief. They're doing the work doubting. Negative energy scares the money away. You'll find that they have issues at the home, issues with their mate, issues with their kids, and they're doing the actions. They're doing the proper actions, but they're not getting the results. So I don't know your story. So I wouldn't give you a prognosis on this call, but I would tell you just generalizing what I've seen. And I've been a network marketing professional now for almost 16 years, and I work with thousands of people. I've seen people do the precise work, and then you find out that they had really negative energy around them, and that negative energy doesn't want to connect with the work. So, only you know what you got going on or what you don't have going on, and if you are doing the right things and the energy is right, that means you're going to have a real big win one day. So all the work you put in, you're going to get a big multi-million-dollar deal that's going to suffice all the deals you didn't get. So only you can answer the in between the two. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right.
Claudia, you're muted. Claudia, you're muted. Unmute, Claudia.
I think we have time for one more question, guys. It's 8 o'clock. Training is officially over. I thought I saw one more hand. We probably got time for one more question.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Hello. I don't have a question, but I just have to piggyback on what Miss Stormy said in terms of your energy. I have so much division with my daughters. It is just so horrible. And I have not had any success. And when you said that, it just really got to me because it's true. I know it's true because my daughters are really heavy on my heart. And it probably comes out in everything I try to do. And you hit it. You really hit it. And I haven't heard it put that way. I didn't even think about it affecting my efforts that way. But you really brought it.
All right. Yeah. I know going through that stuff with your kids. I don't know your situation, but my dad says let them go and they'll find their way home. They'll figure it out. You know, I don't know your situation, but just stay in prayer and everything will work out. I can feel your heart.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
You're on mute again.
Unmute, Claudia.
I just want to say thanks for being an inspiration. I know the team is going to move. Not everybody here is an EXP. This is always a training that's open up to all realtors of all companies, because I believe in giving. And I believe that when we give, we'll receive. And I truly believe that. And so thank you. And I'll see you in about 45 minutes. Guys, every morning, 9 to 9:30 a.m., Monday through Friday, we do something called the True Team Huddle, where we hear nothing but wins. Nothing but wins, and then we drop a few gems for you guys every morning. We've been doing this since January 1st. Definitely, if you want to be a part, the link is in the chat. It is not real estate specific to a company, but definitely if you want to be there. Also, we also have we always do a mixer every month for the real estate industry with mortgage professionals, title companies, realtors, open to all. Crystal, I don't know if you have that link, but please drop that link, because that's tomorrow night, Thursday, from 6 to 10 o'clock. It's going to be live. The DJ is going to be there. You're going to be able to mix and mingle. And I can tell you this, in this market space today, you want to know some of the realtors that carry high listing volume, because there's nothing like being able to call somebody that you've made a relationship with, and maybe your offer gets moved up a little bit in that space. And so definitely, if you can, drop that link. If not, we will also email it out to everybody that registered. Guys, thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I hope this was able to help you. Anthony, come on up. I got Anthony, the VA King, on here. Anthony, I don't know about Thursday, so just come on up, unmute yourself. Tell us about Thursday.
Oh, hey, hello, everybody, man. Can we get a fire emoji in the chat for Stormy? Did she not kill it today, man? We got to man, listen, man, I'm going to tell you right now, man, she was on freaking fire. So I want to tell you guys that I'm honored to be a part of what you guys are doing. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Anthony Glenn. And I just wanted to come up and say that I'm going to be doing some stuff with Miss Claudianne and talking to you guys about how we have a partnership with Grant, okay, and Elena, and some of the things that we're doing in regard to veterans also. And guys, listen, it's important. If you guys didn't put a 1 in the chat if you guys were on the training the other day with me. Okay, so we're going to be doing some stuff, and we want to get some some show you guys how what we're doing with and for veterans, and how you guys can tap into that niche, and how we were able to do a total of 566 million in volume, okay, consistently over the last 5 years with a small team of real estate professionals. And every last one of you guys can do that. So Claudianne has asked me, she has summoned me, and I said, yes, ma'am, and answered the call. So I'll be sharing some of the things that we're doing, and I believe in we over me. So if you guys are interested in that, I'm going to be doing some things with Claudianne on training on a regular basis, because I believe she's been helping me out, okay, navigate the Cardone family. And I feel like God gives the seed to the farmer, not the harvester, okay? So and the reason why I say that is because, if you think in abundance and you're sharing secrets and tips and stuff like that, my responsibility is for me to introduce enough people until people are introducing me. And you should have that same concept, okay? You don't have to worry about the people who want to, who don't want to transact with you. You want to make sure that you're investing in people who want to help you grow and do business with you, okay? If I can make 2,000, you can make 10,000. Let's do it together, all right? So I'm excited to get on there. And if you guys haven't heard me teach, I'm gonna burn this damn thing down, and you should have that same energy the same way. Okay. Good luck and Godspeed.
Thank you. That's Anthony, guys. One of the #1 brokerages in California. That's a big old state. So I just appreciate him. Man, his training was so good yesterday, I believe. I'm like, can you send me that presentation? Because you always want to duplicate, guys, success. Elaine and I were looking like, whoa, we like that. I mean, the things that he was teaching about how we'll talk about that. Just make sure when we send out that invitation for June 12th, you sign up for that, because there were some amazing testimonies that were going on. Thank you for that, Anthony. Go ahead, Don Joey, Anita.
Thank you, you, Claudia and Jeff for bringing Stormy. I just wanted to mention real quick what you said about actually leveraging them. I went to 10X stages for the last couple of days, and Grant wasn't there, but he came on screen and he talked to the audience that was there at 10X stage. And I just wanted to mention that he leveraged you. He played a clip of your stages, and he mentioned you, you know, being over to his house and stuff. So I just wanted to let you know that you were in the room actually today. Yes.
I know Annie was chit-chatting, and she was saying, Claudia, Grant leveraged you today. And I'm like, okay, I love it. You know,
yes,
guys, listen, let me just tell you, our family is just an amazing family. I was over there yesterday, and you know, we talked about everything from movies to apartments to everything in between. And that's really the motivation. Like, when you're around such powerful people in terms of knowledge, it just trickles down. And then my son was there, and so it was an amazing time. It was an amazing session, and it was just great. It was just great, just being around good, authentic people. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I've been around a lot of rich, wealthy people, but they don't act the same. I'm like, y'all still act like me. y'all still act like y'all confused. And that's really the beauty of who they are to the core. And that's one of the things I always remember Elena saying, like, people mistreated them, even though they were millionaires at the time. And they just did not want to duplicate that. They wanted to, like, for real. It was just like, wow. And so if you're interested really in EXP too, I don't know if Crystal's still here, but if you could just drop the link for that too, schedule your appointment, and we'll get you with the right team, right sponsor, and make sure you go where you need to go to really get access to what we have so that you can grow your business through the roof. Ro, are you here, Ro?
I'm here, girl.
You know, I had to bring up Ro. I really could bring up a lot of people. I could bring up Daphne. I could bring up Jeff. Like, these people are amazing. I met Ro at the 10X Badass. And yes, I had my own group of people I was with, but I said, I already know y'all. I don't need to go mingle with y'all. And I built a relationship with Ro. We just stayed in contact. Ro lives in New York. I live in Miami, but she partially lives here too. Ro tells me the restaurants to go to. I'm like, well, how you know? I live here. How you? So guys, being able to just build bonds with people. We don't just talk about business. Like, there's a horse in my son's room with his name on it because Rose sent it to me. Like, that's special to me. And every time he gets on it, I send her a photo. I'm like, these kids love this horse. I didn't ever think they were going to get on it. It's like a little rocking chair. But then we're also able to engage in business. We're also engaged in being business. Let's stop being closed-minded. They're talking about somebody, and I love this story because Ro did 8 million, y'all, her first year with no real estate experience. Yeah, she bought 2 houses, but it's different as a buyer than it is as an agent. Would y'all agree? Would y'all agree? And then I'll say, well, she lived in New York, and then y'all automatically think, oh, she sold in Manhattan. No, she lives in a very rural area on 30 acres. I didn't even know New York had areas like this. I thought everything was city life, condos, houses on top of each other. Y'all know how New York is. But she said, no, Claudia, I live on about 30 to 40 acres. I was like, well, wait a minute. You can't walk to the neighbor's house. You got to get on a cart or something. And she's like, yeah, that's pretty much how it is. She said, people don't really sell over here. And I said, Ro, let me ask you a question. Do you get advertisement in the mail telling you about what's going on in the community? She said, not really, no. I said, Ro, that's the problem. People don't know what's going on in the real estate market. And she didn't just take the information. She said, okay, I'm going to start doing mailers. I'm going to start doing thank you notes when I start talking to people, because that's something we taught her. But watch how things go. Watch how this works. We taught her the thank you note situation. And then she taught us, well, you know what? I put a $5 gift certificate to the local coffee shop in the thank you note. Guess what we started to do? We started duplicating it because it started to work. She was communicating with the boy in the bakery who now's mother wants to sell her house. She did that deal. Guys, so it's not only about just going into spaces, but you got to learn to communicate When Stormy and I are in the same room, we don't hang together. We don't sit at the same table for lunch. We already know we're dividing and conquer. We're going to divide. I'll see you later. I'm going over here. You go over there. Then we're going to come together, see who we met, see who we can do business with. We literally strategize before we go in the rooms. When we go and sit on the second row, it's not because we just want to showboat. No, we want to get in rooms. And we specifically say, who are we going to meet today? Okay, Claudia, I'm going to meet 3 people. I said, well, I'm going to meet 5 people. God, that's how we roll. This is how we roll. Right? We're very strategic. So you got to get strategic. When you go to the mail post office, leave them a card. When I go to a restaurant, I learned this from Stormy, don't lie. Man, she used to leave an astronomical tip and then write her social media handle. I do the same thing. I don't tip the people $20. I double it and do 40 because then it makes them pay attention. I was at Flanagan's. The boy didn't even realize I gave him that $100 tip. When he walked in the rain, I bought a $30 meal. He walked in the rain to my car, delivered my food, and I end up getting distracted and sitting there because I was texting. I don't like to text and drive. He came back 15 minutes later and was like, ma'am. I was like, well, what did I forget? I forgot that I even tipped the guy $100. He said, man, thank you for that tip. So guys, like you don't have to, and it don't gotta be $100. Maybe it could be an extra 5, maybe an extra 10. But that's what it means to get loud, to get louder than others, right? She mentioned Louis Vuitton. I already knew she was talking about Lee Stacks because she's paying attention to what's attractive to her. And then guess what? Jeff texts Lee Stacks and me in one text message. Hey, you were just talked about. We're leveraging what she just said to Lee Stacks because we know he's coming to Miami and we want him to train our agents. Like, how did you just out the blue just become this agent, right? So communicating, we DM people. Y'all be afraid. We DM people. Crystal, don't we DM people every day? We DM brokerages. I just had a meeting with a huge brokerage. Why? Because I DM them. Hey, I'm partners with Elena Cardone. I'm very confident in what I do. I'm very confident in who I am. I'm not concerned about what they're doing. I'm leveraging what I need to leverage. They are good people. I'm not concerned about what they're doing politically. I'm not concerned. That ain't my business. I don't really care, to be honest. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Whether it's a Democrat or a Republican, don't you still gotta do work anyway? You're not really even gonna feel it, to be honest. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. My goal is to get there so I can have a voice. You feel what y'all get what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not gonna let that distract me. Y'all, some of y'all get distracted. Y'all getting distracted. I want everybody to pick up the phone tonight. Text 10 people. I just want you to know that I'm a real estate professional. I want to remind you. I got to remind Stormy sometime. Man, what you doing? I already told them. You're my real estate agent. She want to do the negotiation. I just let her do it. And I tell the agent, listen, this is a different type of client. She might ask you some questions. I prep them. Because I'm not going to get her to stop. I don't even want to change that about her. But I'm gonna prep the agent so he's not shocked or he feels like he can't talk to the client because technically they're supposed to be talking to me. But I communicate to the agent so they're prepared. And so guys, I want to bring up Sonia. She's becoming the foreclosure specialist. I'm like, dang. She's on foreclosure listing after foreclosure list. Anita, like on social media, is like blowing up through the roof. Guys, just take massive action. I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to me too. Like, I'm actually pissed that I didn't go on live. I'm like, dang, I didn't go on live. I just set a reminder for myself. Don't think that we don't have challenges. Don't think Ro is not going through challenges. She got personal challenges. And I'm still like, wow. Wow. You got people who ain't got no challenges going on and they can't even do 2 sales a year. Like, what's up? Guys, we got issues, we got problems, but we get through it.
We're human.
We get through it. I'm not always motivated. I'm not always excited to work with a client. I'm not. This is true. I'm like, Eileen, tell him I'm still doing some research. I'll call him tomorrow. I did that today. Please call the client, tell him I'm waiting on some research. There wasn't no research going on. I feel like calling. But I did not follow up. I followed up so that they know not to expect for me to call them today. I'm going to call them tomorrow. Does that make sense? Gosh, you got to get loud. Yeah. You got to get loud. You got to follow up. I'm not going to lie. I missed deals because I didn't follow up. Then I realized I'm only human. I got to get somebody to follow up. Got to tighten up on these systems. So now I got systems. The forms are going out, emails are going out, but ain't nobody calling to follow up. So guess what? We hired a company to do the follow up. I'm not going to try to follow up. I'm at capacity right now. I'm at capacity. I'm not going to try to add something to my plate. And I'm going to tell y'all the best feeling today. I was telling some, I don't know who I told. I was like, man, the best feeling today was telling somebody no. They're like, Claudia, do you still want to do the corporate calls? I'm like, right now, I can't add that to my plate. And it felt so good to learn the word no. I don't know if Sonia, the student loan doctor, is still here. I'm going to tell you, I learned that from her. I learned that from her. But the truth is, if I wasn't in her environment and she wasn't in mine, I wouldn't have known. She got no problem saying no. And I'm like, wow. Because we can't help everybody, y'all. And sometimes when you get here to capacity, you don't do good at nothing. It's too much. You collapse and you break down. You collapse and you break down. And I was telling, I think, Jeff, he was talking about honor. And I was like, no, like that's a different type. Edification and honor are two different things. Like y'all would take a scripture and go way left and didn't read the rest of the stuff. Honor thy mother and thy father. But right after that, if you read it, it say, mother, father, don't antagonize your children. Don't put them in a position to even be disrespectful to you. That's a two-part situation. Y'all follow what I'm saying? That's an agreement. It don't say do one without the other. It say it address mother and father, but it also address them too. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? So I just want to leave y'all with that. Man, y'all just fire. Stormy said it best. What is your goal? Write it down, because when you stray off and you can see the goal, you get back in alignment. You get back in alignment. But in fact, you don't even get out of alignment. You stay in alignment because you're able to identify, wait, here is my goal. Does this align with my goal? Yes or no? No, move on. Yes, make sure you have the capacity to add it. And that's all I got to say. I know I went over to 8:20. Listen, that's my time. Y'all, I'm out. This is going to be, it was already recorded. We'll send it out first thing in the morning. Guys, listen, get busy. I don't care what company you're with. You can do well in a down market. You can do well in a down market. How do I know? Because I've already done it. 2007, 8, and 9, I was top realtor. I didn't collapse. I'm still here. I just had to maneuver. I had to pivot. Some of y'all still stuck in a year and a half ago, and you ain't pivoted. Sonya's smart. She pivoted to foreclosures. Sonya, how many times have I showed that foreclosure calendar before you actually started implementing it?
I'm not sure. It was a lot. But then it was like, this is a no-brainer.
Yeah, people were out there saying there's no foreclosures. I was like, that's a lie. Here go the calendar right here.
Yeah, you got some on that calendar.
Yeah, I got an opportunity to go to Fisher Island. God, that's a big deal. I ain't never been to Fisher Island. And then my office said, no, we have to get there by boat. Oh, we don't have the capacity. I said, you'll never tell people we don't got the capacity. My good friend Big Storm got a whole yacht. We gonna go over to Fisher Island. Don't tell them people no. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. I just bought a building for $3.3 million with my husband, a school. I was telling somebody today, guys, I wrote the contract and didn't know how I was gonna execute. I'm not worried about the how yet. Let me lock it in first. It took me 5.5 to 6 months to close on that building. Y'all, we figured it out. A little bit from here, a little bit from there, a little bit from there, deal done. Some of y'all trying to figure it out before you even get there. That's crazy. Get there first. Get the appointment. Don't worry about what am I going to, oh my God, I got the listing appointment. What am I going to do when I get the listing appointment? Don't worry about that. Get the listing appointment. I guarantee you, if you give up a little bit of your commission or just ask somebody to go and mentor you on this listing and work with them, share your commission. Something is better than nothing. Hey, Claudia, I got this listing. Hey, Jeff, I got this listing. Hey, Sonia, I got this listing. Hey, Angelique, I got this listing. Hey, Marshall, I got this listing. Can you work with me on it? Don't try to figure out what go on. Y'all don't know nothing about what's going on with NAR. I don't know what the form's going to look like. I really don't care what they're going to look like. But guess what? I got Jeff always sending me. He just sent me the app for the MLS on the phone. I'm like, great, thank you. That's why I love being around Jeff. He's going to share the information with me. I don't got to be in the room he in. He need to be there. He was like, Claudia, I can't believe I invite you to this space. Like, don't worry about it. You take good notes. And I'm I can read notes real good. And he sent me that little notepad. And I execute right away. He sent us the link, guys. Didn't he, Sonya? I downloaded it right away. And then he did one better. He shared it with our True Real Estate group. You sleep if you ain't downloaded yet. He said, here are the forms that are coming. Why do I need to be in the same room? Now I have access to the information. Y'all worried about stuff that ain't even come yet. And I don't know about y'all. I'm not letting up on my 7% commission. Find somebody else to use. Because I want to be able to compensate a realtor. Think about a house that's $800,000 and somebody really got to sell it. You think they're going to say no to the commission for a buyer's agent, even if you take it at 3%? If there's somebody got a willing and able buyer and we got to pay them 2%, Mr. Seller, to get this deal done, I think that's what we need to do. You just got to learn how to navigate the system. You need to learn the verbiage. That's why we do the huddles every morning. That's why we do these trainings every Wednesday. Now I'm going overtime. Bye, y'all. Love, peace, and real estate. I'm out.